You're watching the NHL on ESPN. Home to the Stanley Cup.
Welcome to Boston. It's a hockey night at TD Garden. Home to one of the hottest teams in the NHL. The Bruins have won 6 of their last 7. Tonight, they welcome in the struggling Philadelphia Flyers. The captain is back, and they could use him. As we are ready for hockey, Brad Marchand is always ready. It's time for an old school rivalry game as the Bees welcome back a familiar face.
It's a rivalry as old as the nation itself. While each city touts their prominent roles in the creation of our country, on the field, they've been a thorn in each other's sides for over a century. No rivalry was as rough, tough, or passionate as the Bruins and Flyers. Since the Broad Street Bullies stepped onto the ice, they have fought and scrapped with the big bad Bruins. They were hockey royalty in the 70s, trading Stanley Cups and heartbreaking defeats. As the game changed, this animosity did not.
A comeback of epic proportions for the Philadelphia Flyers.
The epic smackdown of the very team that came back to humiliate them.
Trading successes and failures. A rivalry lasting 6 long decades and counting.
And we welcome you to the Verizon pregame. And we welcome you to a hockey night here on ESPN. Again tonight from TD Garden here in Boston. It's the Bruins on home ice to take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Never get tired of seeing these two sweaters on the ice opposite one another. Bob Wischusen, AJ Malesko. We are upstairs. Down between the benches is Brian Boucher, and Bouch between the pipes tonight. For the Boston Bruins, they welcome back a familiar face.
Yeah, they do. The much-anticipated return of Tuukka Rask, signing a team-friendly $1 million deal on Tuesday. And what this does for the Boston Bruins is it gives them depth at the goaltending position, but most importantly, they bring an elite goaltender back into the fold on a team that already is strong defensively, the 6th best defense in the NHL. For Tuukka Rask, I think this is about unfinished business. He's healthy now. He was not healthy last year. He had a couple of close calls, winning a Stanley Cup as a starting goaltender in 13 and 19. He'd like nothing better than to finish on his own terms and hoist the Stanley Cup this year here in Boston.
And getting your goaltender back, certainly a boon for the Boston Bruins. Getting anyone back right now helps the Philadelphia Flyers. This team has been literally on a roller coaster.
They have been, and they've been very short-staffed lately, but throughout this whole season, they came out of the gates hot in October, started 7-3-2, went on a bit of a dip there, and during that, they saw a coaching change. Alain Vigneault was out. Mike Yeo takes over on December 6th. They go on a little bit of a run, but of course in 2022, they are 0-3-2, but great news for them. Captain Claude Giroux is back. He leads the team with 29 points, but it's about so much more than his offense. He's the heartbeat of this team, centers the top line, incredible leader. Been captain since 2013, the longest tenured captain in the franchise. But for him, he does everything. He's incredible at the face-off dot, and he plays in all situations, leader on and off the ice. Great news for the Flyers fans to have him back.
And the fans here in Boston excited to welcome back Tuukka Rask as he makes his return, plays for the first time this season. Certainly aware outside of TD Garden.
Return to Tuukka Rask.
You're watching the NHL on ESPN, home to the Stanley Cup.
This is ESPN Hockey Night, presented by Expedia. Bob Wischusen, AJ Malesko upstairs, Brian Boucher down between the benches on the red line. And Bouch, how about a look at our Honda starting goalies?
Yeah, we got some intrigue tonight for the Boston Bruins. Tuukka Rask returns. His last game was on January 9th. Game 6 against the New York Islanders, a 4-2 loss to the New York Islanders. He returns on a team-friendly deal, and at the other end of the ice for the Philadelphia Flyers, Carter Hart. He's had overall a very good season, but coming off a loss in his last appearance.
The Bruins have won 6 of their last 7, 9-3-2 over their last 14. A dominant win here on home ice against the Montreal Canadiens last night. A game that was supposed to be up in Montreal, but with no fans allowed at Canadian games. They moved the game down here to Boston